Hey folks, welcome to my house out at the farm. Actually, it's my uncle's house, but welcome to our farmhouse. This is where I'm going to be doing all my knife review stuff now. Out at the farm, here in the house and whatnot. My wife didn't want all our knives at the house, and really can't blame her. With us having all our kids around, 2-year-old, 1-year-old, 6-month-old. Can't blame her not wanting all the knives there, so I'm doing a lot of stuff out here. My uncle is living with us in town, otherwise, he was out here by himself out on the farm, and we'll touch base on this here in a bit. This video is more what I've been up to. I haven't made a video for a while. I've been keeping up with my Instagram quite a bit, and it's kind of building up my YouTube a little bit here. So I wanted to make a video explaining what I've been up to the past couple months and whatnot. So I wanted this is kind of be like a two-part thing. This video kind of health awareness type thing, explaining what I've been going through with not me but my family, and me taking care of my family and whatnot. And then and my uncle who's gone through some health issues and everything. And then a second part video is going to be like what I'm looking to do with the knife market as a business, and what I'm looking at doing in the knife community, as a YouTube channel and being on Instagram and whatnot. So that'll be a second part video, but I'm going to try to make this in two parts and try to keep everything short for you guys, because I know things can get kind of long and I can start rambling. But I'm going to try to keep this nice and short and everything. So let's just get right down to it. First off, while I'm thinking of it, sorry, Big Red, EDC, JB. In-laws are Hawkeye fans. So sorry about that, first off. And great guy. 9 times out of 10, you all know him. Go follow him on Instagram. Subscribe to him on YouTube. Great, fantastic guy. So, what I've been going through. First off, also, don't get this as a woe is me, sob story thing. I mean, what I'm going through has been quite a lot. I've already gone through quite a lot with the kids all 3 of my kids being born early, from 2017, 18, 19, all of them being in the NICU. And I've already been through a lot. I'm going through a few more health issues right now, but don't get this as a sob story, woe is me type thing. It's more, like I said, yeah, it helps me talk about it a little bit and whatnot, but this is more like awareness thing. If I can get word out there about some of these health stuff, because there's a lot of health things that can go wrong. And just lately, these past few years, as we get older, I'm seeing things that can really go wrong. And I don't know some way if there is a prevention for some of these things, or if it's just one of these things that happen. But if I can get word out there about some stuff and it helps somebody, that is great. So anyhow, first off, what's been going on. My kids, 3 kids being 2 and under right now. It's crazy hectic, let alone them being 2 and under and everything, and having 3 of them. This flu season's just been crazy. And it started even in September, and my oldest ended up having strep throat and whatnot. And it just started from September on. In October, every week in October, I had at least one kid with me that couldn't go to daycare. Every week in October. Sometimes in the week, it would have been one day and then another one the next. RSV, strep, just flu, cold, anything. Excuse me. I'm going through a cold right now. Sorry about that. But anyhow, so yeah, with the kids being sick and all that, October it was one right after the other, and then in November, uncle side because some stuff happened in November with my uncle, and we'll get to that here in a sec. But let's stick with my kids here. November, my middle guy, Noah, he aspirates with his feeds, so he has lung problems already. When he drinks thin liquids, he chokes on them. Our equivalent is, we take a drink and it goes down the wrong tube and we cough and choke on it. My middle guy, he does that all the time with thin liquids. So, like with his bottles, we have to thicken them to honey thick so he don't choke on them and whatnot. So, if he aspirates, and it's hard, he'll still aspirate pretty much almost every day, because in the bathtub he'll get water and stuff in his mouth or whatever and whatnot. So, and he'll cough and choke, getting water in his mouth in the bathtub. But so, like when he aspirates, that fluid can get into his lungs, and he can get bronchiolitis real bad that can turn into pneumonia. We haven't got to pneumonia yet. We got into bronchiolitis a couple times, but nothing that turned into pneumonia yet. Luckily, we've done that. Got that far. So, with him having lung issues, here in November, we had a big problem. We were in Omaha at Children's Hospital, big hospital, one of the best hospitals in the Midwest. Children's, a lot of people go to it and whatnot. So we were in Omaha overnight because we had an appointment early in the morning for him. We couldn't make that appointment because we were there, and we ended up having to take him to the ER because he was sick already with RSV. And we took him in because his hands and feet were turning blue, and we could tell he wasn't doing good. Turns out he wasn't getting oxygen because of his lungs not working so good. They checked him again for viruses and all that. He had RSV and the adenovirus, and they had to put him on oxygen. So with his lungs really not doing that great, on top with him having RSV and adenovirus, it took a lot out of him. Excuse me. Get a drink here. No beer, just root beer. Excuse me. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Cheers. So, that all aside, as I said, this is kind of like a health awareness thing. If you think something's wrong with your kids, by all means, don't think of it, it's just a cold. You'll get through it. Have a whole bunch of viruses or whatever, and there's some of it that they say you can't take any antibiotics and nothing will do it. You just gotta fight it off yourself. But by all means, take them in if you think something's gone wrong. I know my wife's paranoid about a lot of things, and I say she's paranoid about a lot of things too. That's going on with our kids and everything. But by all means, if you think something's wrong with your kid, take him in. Because if we were in Omaha and we didn't take him in and give him oxygen, who knows how bad that could have been. With him aspirating and all that. We didn't find that out until summer of 19, and this was a whole big deal for the doctors and all that, trying to figure out what was going on. But if we didn't get testing this out for it, we would never know. So the point here is you don't know what's going on with the kids. Granted, hopefully nothing ever goes wrong with your kids. Just from my standpoint with my kids, I'm not telling nobody how to parent. I'm not that great of a parent, but this, like I'm saying, it's just awareness. I would rather have take my kids in to get checked out and it be nothing than not take them in and get checked out and it be something. So this is just some things I'm going through. Our little girl, we found out recently that she is also aspirating, not as bad as our middle guy Noah, but she is also aspirating a little bit, so we have to thicken her feeds only to nectar thin. So we just put a little cereal in her bottle to thicken it too, so we don't have to have her bottles as thick as Noah's. So we found that out too, so we've had that going on. And here, the 27th of January of 2020, we're actually taking our oldest and seeing and have him do a swallow study and seeing if he's aspirating too, because with us having two, and he's actually had some signs, but weren't quite for sure. And with him being older, they were like, well, let's put it off for a while. So now he's being older now, and we're like, well, let's check him out, because this is a whole new doctor that we've seen with from our oldest to our middle guy, which I wish we took our oldest to this one, because if our oldest is aspirating now with him being two, I sure as hell wish we would have caught it. So, because who knows if he is aspirating, who knows if it's done any damage or anything. So we'll see how things go with that and whatnot. So yeah, a lot of 2-year-old, 1-year-old, newborn, a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on even without them being sick, but this flu season's just been crazy. Just keep an eye on your kids, man. It's tough when they're little. I don't remember it being this tough when I was young, but I can. Who knows? Maybe it was. But a lot of shit out there now. So just keep an eye on your kids. You know, you never know what happens. So anyhow, let's get to some other things with my uncle. You know, wonder what's going on here. My uncle, who this is their farm, my mom's brother, he lived out here on his own. He's 74, and he has diabetes. And he told me his foot was bad, and he needed to get looked. His toe was bad, and it had to get looked at. But he didn't tell me how bad it was. One day he decided he needed to take himself to the hospital, and he figured he'd do it himself. He ended up walking out, ended up falling out here at the farm, and he couldn't get back up. Luckily, I was headed out this way, and I got him up. I took him in to the fire station. At first, I was just going to take him into the hospital myself, because hospital here is about 15 miles away. So I was just going to take him in, because the ambulance would have to come out here, then take him back. I just was going to take him in myself. But he was breathing hard and was about ready to pass out. So I took him into the fire station. I'm on the volunteer fire department. We do EMS stuff. So I took him in and whatnot. Anyhow, gets into the ER. His toe is blocked. They have to take his toe. A couple days later, on my birthday, he ended up going in for surgery. They had to take the toe. So, and the thing is, his infection was kind of pretty bad in his foot. So they had to pump him full of antibiotics and whatnot. So they had him 2 weeks with a PIC line and pumping him full of antibiotics, and then they thought he was good, checked his levels and checking for the infection. Well, his infection was coming back, so they kept him for another week, pumped him full of antibiotics, figured he was good. They put him into a nursing home for a while to get him to where he could walk again a little bit better, and he was at a nursing home for about a month or so. And then they released him on Christmas Eve, on the 24th. And we were trying to get apartments for him. Our house isn't that big in town, so we were trying to get apartments for him set up, maybe. And then we looked at the apartment. It really wasn't that great. So we just decided to take him in. We don't have a whole lot of room in our house right now. We're looking at maybe hopefully getting a bigger house sometime. But we ended up taking my uncle in, and we were taking care of him. And right now, the other thing that's going on with that right now is that it still looks like there's infection in his foot. He's not having a whole lot of blood circulation in his legs or his feet. So the surgeon that did it here at the small hospital was like, the only thing that we can do now is to save that the infection doesn't get worse and whatnot, is just we're going to have to take your whole leg past the knee. And they're like, there's got to be other ways to do it and whatnot. So, but the surgeon was like, all we're going to do is just prevent the inevitable of having to take the leg. And we were like, we're going to get a second opinion. So we end up getting down to Omaha, where we got a second opinion. He's going to go to a vascular surgeon to see if he's got what we can do for getting blood flow to his legs and to his feet to try to get it to heal better and whatnot. And he's seeing an orthopedic surgeon to make sure that we can do everything to save his foot, let alone his leg and whatnot. So we're working on it, but here the awareness here is, we got to take care of our bodies. I was thinking to the point that, when I was younger, I was thinking, we only live once. Do what we want, eat what we want, drink what we want, whatever. We only live once. But here I was thinking the other day, yeah, we only live once. We don't get no second chances. So I don't know, I guess there's gotta be a balance. I'm still not thinking health nut thing. I laugh at a lot of that, but now seeing everything that my uncle's going through, and a whole separate thing is his brother, who also lived out here at the farm, his older brother, the one that actually ran the farm, really, ended up passing away from hemochromatosis with too much iron in the blood. And he needed a new liver, and he didn't get the liver in time. He passed away at 62. My grandpa passed away from heart problems with an enlarged heart at 45. I never knew my grandpa on this side, or my other side, but that's all different thing. But anyhow, I guess we only live once. We don't get no second chances. We still gotta have a good time, enjoy our lives and whatnot. But we also want to extend our lives. Even like seeing my uncle in the nursing home. That was crazy, seeing how things are at the nursing home. Like I was younger, I thought, nursing home might not be too bad. get to lay around all day, do nothing. People wait on you hand and foot. You know, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes at all in the nursing home. Money, too. I can't believe how much it costs to be in a nursing home. And insurance don't take care of nothing. Unless you're on skilled care or Medicare. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. And so insurance don't do nothing with it unless you got separate insurance for it. So, I mean, it's crazy. You can go through $5,000 a month easy in a nursing home. No, they were going to charge my uncle $2,000 a month for just a few weeks that he was there. And it just, he was there on skilled care, so luckily with being on skilled care, which what skilled care is with Medicare and a Blue Cross Blue Shield supplement, if you're there on skilled care and you are getting better to get out of the nursing home, Medicare will pay up to 20 days on skilled care. And then after that 20 days, Medicare only pays for a certain part, and then you got to have your Blue Cross Blue Shield that will take care of, depending on what you got. But your supplement will cover maybe the rest, depending on the policy you got. So, but it has to be skilled care, and that was up to 100 days with the supplement. From what I got out of it. So, awareness here is know what insurance you got. Keep on top of the Medicare stuff. Know what you got from Medicare. Know what you get for insurance. Because when you get older and you go to a nursing home, it's going to get tough. Because we have farm and we have land. And if if he had to be in the nursing home and he couldn't come live with us, and that, by all means, if he loses a leg, I don't know what we're going to do there. And everything. If he had to stay in the nursing home and was on skilled care, and Medicare and health insurance don't pay for it, and we can't pay for him being at the nursing home goes after the land. They go after his assets. People around here were telling me there's been a lot of land sold for people that stay in nursing homes. It's tough. And whatnot. So I got a few things going on. That's why I haven't made videos lately. I'm keeping up on the Instagram, and it's a little bit easier for me to do than videos. I am going to still do videos. It just might be a little spotty here and there, depending on how things go. Hopefully this flu season will slow down with us and the kids. My uncle's foot does look like it's getting better and healing and whatnot. The 14th is going to be telling a lot here on Tuesday. This is Sunday. So, the 14th, Tuesday, is going to tell us a lot, because that's when he goes in to see what kind of blood flow he has in his legs, and if we can open up some of the veins in his legs to get some good blood flow down there. But right now, it looks like he's doing a lot better. Excuse me. Now, so, and like I said, don't take this as a woe me. I'm not looking for donations or anything. We're figuring it out. We're taking care of it. Kids are doing okay right now. Right now, the main thing is with my uncle and making sure he doesn't lose his foot or his leg and whatnot. So don't get this as a woe's me thing, by all means. I'm taking care of it. and whatnot and everything. But this is just awareness. We gotta take care of our kids, make sure they're all healthy. We gotta take care of our family, take care of ourselves, and make sure we're healthy. So, by all means, I don't know with my uncle's foot and whatnot if he still would have lost a toe, or if we caught it sooner, if he would have lost it or not. But it is what it is now. So just don't put things off, is what I'm saying. If you think something's wrong, go to the doctor. Get it looked at. Take care of yourselves. We only have one life to live. Let's try to extend it as long as we can. You know. So, anyhow, that's what's been going on. I know this wasn't anything about knives or anything, but just trying to get some stuff out there, awareness, you know. Diabetes is a big thing, you know, and, you know, a lot of things are big things. My uncle, the one that lost a toe, he's gone through a quadruple bypass also, and prostate cancer. So he's gone through prostate cancer, quadruple bypass, and now he's lost a toe. And hopefully we won't lose a leg. So there's a lot of awareness out there. Take care of your hearts. Take care of your diabetes. Don't put things off. I know it's hard out there sometimes. And it's easy to put things off. Trust me. I put plenty of things off. Health-wise and not health-wise. And it's always came back and bit me in the butt. So, by all means, don't put things off. So, anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. Follow me on Instagram, sharp.11286 on Instagram. Give us a like, subscribe. I'll keep you all updated on things if you care to know. But, yeah, this is why I haven't made any videos. Been having a lot of things going on. And the reason why I'm doing this for my uncle is because he's not married and he has no kids. So I'm what he's got. My mom, his sister, lives in Spencer, an hour and a half from here. So and my sister, his niece, lives up in Minnesota, about 5 hours from here. So I'm all my uncle's got, so I'm taking him in, taking care of him. So that's what's going on. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. Like, subscribe. I'm going to make another video here on what I'm looking at doing with talking about knives and seeing what I do with my business and whatnot and everything. So, appreciate it. And I will see you in a bit. Thanks.